J-E-T-S Jets, well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. Katie York set to get this one started. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, if that first play is in the indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Got his man. Thomas has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
At the 20-yard line.
They're going to run here. Kyle Monangai can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's another Bears first down.
Swift. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a yard, so now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches. Williams to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Jets, Bobcat, here we go, go!
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Blast through midfield. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
70, Riggs! Let go!
First down, Hall gets it again. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready!
They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. Has room inside the 25. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish off their opening drive. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down. Here's Swift. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd and 10.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break it.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears break the tie here in the 1st. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Set up the screen here for Hall. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
They give to Hall on the draw. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's an early lead for the Bears. More from MetLife coming right up.
Ready?
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. Complete beyond the marker. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. They've got themselves a first and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming as a fan, as a defensive coordinator.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they've become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially. His kick is no good. He missed it, but wait just a second. Looks like a penalty flag might bail him out, Brock. I think this is going to be roughing the kicker. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. Second down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. It's a design boot. Dumps it off to his running back. Down the sideline inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
19.
They'll throw to start the drive. They've got a screen to the running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He takes off with it. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Might want to leave that call in the old college game, Brock. We love seeing that, right? We both cover college too, but probably a reason you don't see NFL offenses running that.
Yeah, the college kids are making some money these days, but not as much as these pros, and there's a reason that you protect that most important asset.
Yeah. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's out near midfield and still going. A lot of mess on the move here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. On the move, past the 40. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
They're on the counter with Swift. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
That was a catch for Luther Burden. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw is Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. And the Bears first down.
That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. It's an all the dudes a touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Hall. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Brought in right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Working quickly here.
At the Bears' 42-yard line.
They give on second to Hall. He scraped together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Short pass brought in. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. First down now. Ball at the 33.
Get it. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Connects with his back. Hall. He finds space into the red zone. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let go.
From the red zone on 1st. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Let's bring it.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets earn the chance to tie before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Pivot.
Williams from the gun. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. The Jets take their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll double this one off to his running back, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Bears.
Swift now from the pistol. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 43-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Williams set to pass. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record by 25 straight completions to begin a game. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And It'll be first down Bears.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and we just showed it off.
On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, it just couldn't quite hang on.
Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd down. Here's Williams. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Santos on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
First down, play action. And this one is launched downfield. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it.
There's a big part of me that even through all these interceptions this year appreciates the gunslinging nature of this rookie quarterback. But the other side of me knows that when you get a narrative written about you and you become turnover prone, it can be a really tough narrative to change.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 40.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
On the counter, Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Working quickly here. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Gets his running back. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
Look good on the point after. And the Jets take a 4-point lead.
35. Bears 31. Dave York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Zone read to give to Swift. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And they'll throw 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
And the Bears.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
A gain of 12. 1st down Bears.
To the ground, it's Monangai. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On play action, here's Williams. He finds Odunze downfield. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
18. That's Bears.
Working inside the red zone. That's to Odunze again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Rome Odunze touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. There he goes, right sideline. Into the red zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take the lead on the first play of the drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets take a 4-point lead.
Jets 42. Bears 38.
On now is York to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, give to Swift. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Working from the gun, Williams. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Williams to throw on third. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Ready up.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Just turn a good play. Look great play.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Katie York now on for the field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard.
1st down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Swift gets it, going left. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. They send with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Has it at the 7. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 15 yards.
So we're through 3 here. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing.
At the 7-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Running behind center with Swift. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. To throw, Williams. Caught out wide. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and goal, it's Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now trail by just a point in the 4th. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
Santos kicking off for Chicago.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a give to Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Out of the backfield looking for Breece Hall there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down.
60 boxes.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Shoots away from one. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And that'll be 1st down Chicago. One play in blocking his drive is already in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bears.
This is Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, that
breaks through and breaks away. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A handoff left for Swift. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Catch made by Loveland. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's third down.
Ready, set up.
He's back to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60. Go.
Looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Ready, set.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. Check out.
Desperation time here. He completes it in traffic. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Yeah, the refs agree. He's marked short, and this is going to be a turnover on downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Williams to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago. Now Williams. Escapes the pocket. And the floater falls to the deck.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Jets 45.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Back. Cougar 19.
Throwing now off the play action. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Checks it down the hall. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now within 1 score in the 4th. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown.
Okay, ready?
So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. And on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
What is up?
First down, here's Swift. Space on the right, he's got room. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
4 yards. That's good for a Bears. 1st down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
They're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Get it, ready?
They'll come out throwing. Finds him on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. One pass brought in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Even 5 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
18, Rattler, 18.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Gives a Hall on the draw. Drawn up forward. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Move the chains! Gotta move the chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here we go, here we go. Coogan, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, go!
They're going to throw out of the gun. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Ready? Mustang 19.
From the red zone on first. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Still sticking with the passing game. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moments. A win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Score Bears 67, Jets.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Bears get this kick, and that spells the end of this ball game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down from the 42. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's got the first down for the Bears, Brock, and that should clinch them this win. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Bears. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. A 49-yarder in front of him here. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Bears take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from New York.